Hey, what up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of King's Court. I'm your man, King Rail. Joined as always by my man, Jay Money. What's up, Jay?
What's up, y'all? Hey, appreciate everybody for tuning in, man. I know it's Monday, you know what I'm saying? We're back from the weekend, but hey, it's a fresh week, fresh start. Let's get to the cash.
No doubt, as always, on Mondays, my man, Ski Prophet. What's up, Ski?
Another day, another dollar, my man. Hey, yesterday, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was annoyed as shit with with the loss on the under in that Denver game. But it's another day. Let's get to it.
That, that Denver shit was some bullshit yesterday. They got their ass vanquished, annihilated, humiliated. Fuck Denver Nuggets. I wish I see the mascot right now. I'll probably pull his tail off and beat him across the fucking head with it. Denver trash.
Hey, real quick though,
On to the
real.
game we got right now, though, bro. We got a game kicking off right now. I've been seeing a lot of people disagreeing. Came in a little bag. Chat late. Saw you was on. Well, I don't know if you on per se, but you was leading to Orlando. Um, Let me hear what y'all got to say about this, man. I'll just real quick, Jay, because I know it's getting ready to kick off. I mean, I'm on Philly in this spot. I got Philly at -2 earlier. I also took them on first half, and I jumped on first quarter. But as before I knew Simmons was out, I figured somebody was gonna be out because the line was so low earlier. But no Simmons, that shit really doesn't scare me too much over here. I know Philly's off a loss to the Hawks, and Orlando Magic had a struggle, man, struggle to beat the goddamn Memphis Grizzlies, which none of us saw coming. That should have been an easy cash in. But the one thing I've noticed about this Orlando team lately, man, they've been giving up a lot of points to ones, twos, and threes out there on the court, man. The other day they got burnt by two good individuals from Memphis the other day. The day before that, they had a game. I think Stanley Johnson and who's the other guy? Fuck, I forget his name from the Pelicans burnt their ass. I mean, I'll pull it up while you guys breaking the game down as well. But man, they've been getting burnt lately by one, twos, and threes. They just can't seem to control them, man. They just get whatever they want out there, basket wise, and even DJ Augustin. You know what I mean? Just this team right now for me. It's only the Magic team. I just don't trust them, man. I don't think this team makes the playoffs. Too much hype. They start feeling their own hype, man, and we seeing the Magic that we saw beginning of the year. But what's your take on that, Jay?
Yeah, you're right about that. I'm not a huge fan of this Magic team, but right now I can't say they are hot. And sometimes you just have to ride that. You know what I'm saying? When a team is high, you just have to ride the high hand. They're 4-0 straight up. You know what I'm saying? And 3 out of 4 ATS on this 4-game homestand. So this is the last game. You know what I'm saying? Of a 5th-game homestand. This is a revenge spot. You know what I'm saying? Versus Philly. The home team has won every game this year. You know what I'm saying? So Orlando has shown that they could beat Philly. That was, you know what I'm saying, when they first got Bullard back. Philly, even this is crazy though. Even though Simmons is out, I was wondering what the hell is going on with the spread. And she was fishy even while he was supposed to be in. It's going down to 1, and so obviously, I see that he out, and I'm wondering, oh, okay, that's why the line. And so I see the line move drastically. I'm like, come on, man, I don't think it's that big of a deal. I feel like maybe Imagine starting to get a little bit too love now, too much love. I mean, -2. I was looking at taking them at a dog. I was staying off the game. I feel like too many people were on Philly, but I mean, then when Simmons out, I almost feel like they're kind of sort of baiting you into taking the Magic now. So I don't know. This one go crazy. At first, I did lean Philly, but that was with Simmons. With him out, it was a little bit of tricky out cap. But as far as me, without Simmons, I had to look towards the under. I just hopped on it. You know what I'm saying? A little small shot. You know what I'm saying? A little $40 or whatever. So I had to hop on the under with no Simmons. I feel like he's the main one that pushed the pace in this game. And the Magic been playing pretty good defense lately as well. They can score points, but I just feel like this may be a little bit of a defensive game and a little bit slower pace with TJ McConnell bringing the ball up the court.
Ski, your take
Yeah, I
on it?
agree with you. I agree with you, Jay Money. You kind of nailed it. Without Simmons, they definitely got to play slower, right? Either they're gonna dump it down to Embiid, or even if it's Jimmy Butler, he gonna do his little isolation thing, and it's gonna take more time. So they're gonna play slower. It's not gonna be so much fast break up and down the floor. And you talked about the Magic defense. Last 5 games, they're #1. So they've been playing defense. As far as offense and rebounding, Philly does have an advantage the last 5 games, but we know Philly's not. They're much better at home than they are on the road. They're 18 and 17 straight up away. The Magic, they're the opposite. I don't know if they're the opposite, but they're 22 and 16 straight up at home. And some more stats on Philly. They're 2 and 6 when the spread is -3 to -5. They're 5 and 10 as a road favorite. 2 and 4 against the spread their last 6. Orlando, 10-7-1 as a home dog. 17-10-1 versus competition. 55% win teams or more. And I think they're 9-1 straight up and 7-3 against the spread their last 10 home games. So I would have to look towards Orlando, looking to stay in the playoff race. And there's this little stat for the under, just weird stat. When it's 218 to 221, the under 7-1.
That's say that again. It's 7-1 when it's what again?
When the under the line is between 218 to 221, the unders went 7-1 for the Magic's games.
So y'all like the under more than the side over here on this? Because the reason why I don't like the under, I didn't like the under. I mean, I liked it. I liked the under when they had played Memphis the other day, and that shit didn't go under. So I'm not gonna touch the under. But like I was saying, man, how they giving up points, man? They let the Pelicans, Clark, Jackson, and Johnson put up baskets. When they played the Cavaliers, they let Knight, Sexton, and Clarkson put up baskets on them. Then when they played the Grizzlies, bro, they let Dorsey put up 29 points, Val put up 23, and Holiday put up 21 or something around there, man. This team is giving up points. Y'all saying they play defense and they're ranked number 1, but you got to look around the league. A lot of other teams right now haven't been playing defense. Look, we just saw what the Raptors did the other day. 2 nights in a row, man, just basically no defense. Teams aren't really playing right now. And this Miami team, not Miami team, but the Orlando team, man, they have 2 big games coming up. They got a game against the Miami Heat, and they got a game against the Detroit Pistons. Those are big games for this team right here. Now, I get it. This game isn't such a big game when you think about the Orlando side of things. Not about the Orlando, but the 76ers side of things. I'm looking at the standings right now, but that shit taking so long to load up. Oh, here we go. Let me see. Eastern Conference standings right now. Yeah, they're a game behind Miami. So, I mean, I get why Orlando has to win this game, but that game against Miami and Detroit, those are the games that really matter. Philly at the same time, they don't want to lose no games and let Indiana pass them up either because Indiana's right behind Philadelphia. I thought Indiana would have dropped off more than just the 4, from the 3 to the 4. I thought this team would have been an A seed with the pieces they had out. And shit, I don't know, you guys. I'm going against both of you guys over here. I'm not touching the total. But I am rocking with the 76ers, and it's at +2 now. I got them at -2, so you guys want to take them at the +2. If you're telling me, good luck to you. I'll take them at plus money. I still think Miami. Every time I talk about the Orlando teams, I always say Orlando and Miami back and forth. I still think the 76ers win this game. But any follow-up, Jay, about the under or total in this game?
Yeah, and this the thing with the 76ers. I'd never want to take unders with them, even though they had a little streak there where they had went like 9-1 to the under, you know what I'm saying, in 10 straight games. Since then, they've went 5 straight games to the over, which you could argue that the teams they played, you know what I'm saying, could push the pace. Like every single one of those teams they played will push the pace also, you know what I'm saying. The whole thing is the reason why I had to stay off of this one, and I really didn't like Philly in this game. They are coming off their loss versus the Hawks. I know they're going to be pissed off, you know what I'm saying. They know they had no business losing their game. So that's the only thing that was keeping me off the Magic, and this is why I said +2. I wanted to take Magic money line so bad because I feel like right now every game is a must win. When you have that little slim chance to make the playoffs, or if even there's a chance, especially if you're at the house, every game is a must win. Even though they have big games coming up, that's still a nice angle as well. But they have to win every game now. I mean, I don't think they're going to win both. You know what I'm saying? Maybe at least one of those games, the next 2 that they're going to play. So they feel like they have to win every single game, every little chance they do. But 76ers will be pissed, you know what I'm saying, coming off that Hawks loss. But I still was thinking that Simmons was going to be in. So, I mean, McConnell obviously is a lot bigger difference, a lot less of a problem than you know what I'm saying, it was.
Yeah, but they still got Jonathan Simmons out there too, you guys. So, I mean, he can move over to the 1 at times. They can move Butler to the 1, JJ to the 1, let Simmons run 2 with Butler at times. So McConnell, man, he's not the defensive guy that Simmons is either, but McConnell can knock down some threes, and that's the one thing that Simmons really can't do. Anything you want to add to this game, though, Ski? Because we got about a couple of minutes before we kick off.
You made a good point at the end there. McConnell could hit some threes, hit some jump shots. That's something Ben Simmons can't do. That's very true. Maybe McConnell plays less defense as well, but I think I would like the under a little more than a side on this one. I see it more being a slower game without Simmons. If you're going to pick a player to play through, it's not really going to be McConnell handling the ball all the time. I know he's the point guard, but it probably would be more Jimmy Butler or Embiid just having the ball majority of the time. So I think that's just a slower pace. And as far as the Magic, they've won 4 in a row. So I can see why you like the Sixers, because the teams they beat weren't really impressive. They beat the Cavs, the Hawks, the Pelicans, the Grizzlies. But I can see it here. I mean, staying in the playoff race, some of the stats majority of the stats that I'm looking at are favoring the Magic. So I'm just not counting them out, especially without Simmons.
I hear that. The Magic has been getting a lot of love lately too. Our man, T Money says T.J. McConnell's birthday today, so Sixers getting the W. I hope they get the W, man. I hate going against my two guys in here, man. Great cappers, my man Ski, my man J Money, and both of them leading the Magic. And I seen Jimmy earlier when couldn't even pick up decide what he wanted to do in this game. So I think Jimmy the Bag stayed off of it too. I mean, I'm glad it's the early game. You're ready to kick off right now on NBA TV. So we'll see how this pop off and how it jump off. But let's welcome in the chat, everybody, man. We got 277 watching. What's up, Brian? What's up, Ricardo? What's up, Joe? Jay Ryder, Viper, Kenneth. Hey, Bukahoki. I don't know what your name is. ABHOKIE1. But what's up with you, Campsite Killer, G Prime, Cheese, Esan, J Will, PK, 77 Figures, NC. A bunch of names in here. Little ED Bass, Mr. Pittman, the big guy, Bubba, Johnny D, Word, Eddie, man, everybody, man. Ashley, welcome on into the show, man. Thank you guys for coming to watch King's Court. Somebody said Indian Cowboy likes the Magic game under. Well, there you go, Ski. Indian Cowboy rocking with you, man. So he's a pretty good capper as well. You got Sean Watson, Teddy B in here. What's up, everybody? But real quick, I do want to touch on an event that SBR does have going on tonight. We've been promoting it for the past couple of weeks on all SBR social platforms. It's the poker tournament where you can win a trip for two to the Final Four. All expenses paid for from SBR Sports Picks and Bravado. You go with your loved ones. You don't got to pay for no flight. You don't got to pay for no room. You ain't got to pay for no food. You can even invite me if you talk them into it. Tell me you want a King Real to go with you. Or if you win, you can just bring King Real with you because I need a vacation away from my kids. Take it anytime you want to give it to me. But back to the poker tournament, though. It's tonight at 9 Eastern. The name is SBR Madness. It's a private tournament. Remember, the name is SBR Madness. The password is SBR 2019. All one word. Starts at 9 Eastern tonight. Tournament number, if you need that, is 27273699. Make sure you guys join it. So make sure you download the Bravado software too. I was told that from Sophia. So you guys don't have it. Make sure you guys download the Bravado software in order to take part in the tournament. And key, it's free. Free. We all love free. Hey, so make sure you guys hop on it, chilling, you watching the games. You want to play some poker. Before you know it, hey, you could be the lucky one to win a trip for two to the Final Four, man. So it's like a great deal. I know Jimmy the Bag will be in it. My man Drew will be in it. Maxwell Smart, and I think Miss Kelly from Las Vegas is also in the tournament. So make sure you guys take part in the tournament and have some fun. Shit, I might sign up with a trick name. I might have my wife sign on. I may come out and win. And if I win, I'm gonna figure out how the fuck I'm gonna go to the March Madness, but we'll figure it out. But yeah, y'all playing in the poker tournament tonight, J-Ski? Y'all about to hop on and try your luck?
I might try my luck, but every time I play the last ones, I'm not too good. But if it's free, I'll probably play.
No doubt. Everybody saying they'll take me real. I appreciate it, man. Y'all win. Don't think I'm not gonna screenshot this shit and don't be on tomorrow talking about who won, screaming at your name like I want to go. But what's your take on it, Jay? You about to participate?
Yeah, no, I wish, man. I probably need to learn how to do poker. I'm already too much of a gambler, man. I probably gamble too much already. So if I knew how to do poker, then you wouldn't keep me at the damn you know what I'm saying, casino or whatever. So no, I can't say I don't play poker, but maybe I should start or whatever. I don't want to just do it and I ain't never played before. You know what I'm saying? So I can't just do it blindly. But I might have to take a few tips. You know what I'm saying, from my guys and get on somebody's ass real quick.
No doubt. Let me scroll down to the chats. They're asking for any college plays, Jay. Is it today what, the NIT or the CB something? So it's a different tournament today going on, right? You got some plays on it? I know Utah Valley was a play that everybody was telling me to hop on earlier when I was running around, but I didn't make any college basketball plays.
Yeah, man, I'm on Utah Valley on the money line. You know what I'm saying? I can't say it's not a bigger play of me, you know what I'm saying, mine, but that is my play on the game. I'm on the money line. You know what I'm saying? It's not a max play, but just standard 1 unit bet. You know what I'm saying? I got them at plus 130. I saw it dip down to plus 125, but the last time I looked at it, the spread was at 3.5. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't no telling. Money line probably plus 140, plus 150. So, but that game had already started. It's real tight. Maybe you could look at them in the second half. I just think they'll win. And the only other pick that I had was Loyola Marymount, and you know what I'm saying, that one opened at 5. It technically opened at 4, but when I got it was at 5, and it's all the way up to 6.5 now. But I mean, that's a damn good sign, and I don't think that it'll be close. So you know what I'm saying, I do recommend the a 6.5, but I can't say I got it at -5. So that's the only 2 picks for me today. Loyola Marymount tonight at 10 o'clock Eastern, and then Utah Valley versus South Florida, which already started.
Yeah, I wanted to take Notre Dame women today too, but they didn't. My book didn't give me Notre Dame women, or I probably would have hopped on them. They in Michigan ass right now too, 6-11. But let me go to the college basketball. Ski, I know you're not a big college basketball guy. You say that all the time as well. But any of these games you had an investment in tonight, maybe Oregon and Virginia? Oh, that's Thursday,
No,
man.
you know,
Not tonight. I'm sorry, not tonight. Not tonight. That's Thursdays. Let me go to tonight. It says switched over on me. Yeah, I'm in the wrong tournament. I'm in the other one. Yeah, matter of fact, you got anything on tonight's action when I bring up the right thing? That shit switched on me to the NCAA tournament.
I'm looking at it. It look like, I don't do the college. It look like foreign language. I don't know what I'm doing over here, man. So I got it covered.
My man said foreign language. I feel you, bro. I feel you on that shit. Yeah, some of these teams I've never even seen play before. So, you know what I mean? It's tough to put your money on something you really don't have no investment in. But, yeah, we got not too many games on today, man. So we can do a quick rundown of the weekend. My weekend Sunday was awful. I'm not even going to lie. My Sunday was awful. Boston, oh, my God, they fucking suck. Denver, can't believe that. They just got us. No Collison out there, and they just got destroyed, man. Denver is going to be a team, like I said, in the West. They get that matchup against the Clippers or something, man. Clippers might be able to put this Denver team out, I think, man. So that was it. And then the Kings yesterday, man, fell apart second half against your Lakers. Lakers just came out and just did their thing yesterday. Second half, Kuzma stepped up. Kings, it's pretty much over for this team as well. What else happened on the weekends? And then, yeah, Friday, man, the game that's on right now, the team that's on right now, Orlando, man, how they just totally shit the bed against the Memphis Grizzlies first quarter, first half for us and everything else. They ended up pulling the game through in overtime, but that was such a letdown. Anything from the weekend jumped out at you, J Money?
Yeah, man. My shit had started on Friday, man. I can't say my Friday was absolutely terrible. Really Thursday and Friday, you know what I'm saying, in college. Not really so much in the NBA, but that shit really had just pissed me off. It put me in a whole different mode. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to talk to nobody. I was getting into it with people at work and shit. I didn't want to talk to nobody. I just wanted to focus on my shit, man, and that shit paid off. I'm talking about Saturday and Sunday. It was lovely, man. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't go too much into detail. It's shit history now. It don't mean nothing if I don't keep going, but the NBA and college, you know what I'm saying, was real profitable for me this weekend.
No doubt, Mr. Ski.
Yeah, I mean, just real quick about them Kings. I'm done with their ass after they did me dirty with the D-Lo game. And I feel like I got a couple bad beats. I got another one yesterday. Nuggets getting blown out by 40. I don't know why they still care in the game. And they still in the ball, going, the other team fouling with 3 seconds left. 2 free throws with 3 seconds left, killing under for me. So that was just kind of annoying. Besides that, man, I'm just keeping it going.
I feel you. I want to hear my bad beat of the weekend, bro. It was the day, the Raptors. So it was personal play for mine. I looked at it, seen Raptors was down. I kind of hammered that money line. They came back, about to win the game. That fucking bank three, bro, from almost half court, bro. That hurt.
Real, bro. I just needed the Raptors to win. The same exact I wanted to say 2 things real quick, man. Fuck the fucking Celtics, bro. Oh my God, what the fuck? I was thinking, damn, is it because I left the house or something, bro? What the hell? I'm at the house. It's like 2.5 minutes to go. They up 15 points. I say, it's no way in hell they're gonna lose this game. Cool, we good. Leave the house. Them boys, they only up by 2. You know what I'm saying? I say, man, I knew then that I was probably fucked. Then Charlotte just totally take it away from them. And then the fact they end up winning by 7, bro. And the Celtics just up by 15. I'm sorry. It's tough for me not to hate the Celtics after that. After it cost me money, you had the game in hand. You see what I'm saying? That shit was fucking crazy. One more thing, a bunch of people hate on the Mavericks, man. They're not super good this year, but damn, they went in there and bust the Warriors' ass at the house and held them to 91 points. I don't care who was out there playing. It's still the Warriors in Golden State. They bust y'all ass, bro, for real. I'm talking about not even about a bunch, about 35 points. Come on, man. That's pretty tough. And then, like you say, real, the Raptors, that was absolutely sick, man. I'm still pissed. The game shouldn't even been that close. But the fact that I didn't even catch at least the money line on it, bro, that was pretty tough, man.
Yeah, that was pretty tough. And it's 420 right now, so we're going to get rid of all the negative energy. You know what we do on King's Court at 420? We hit that dab one time. You ain't got you a dabby. Make sure you got you something else to gas up and talk with. So get gassed up real quick. High powered energy over here. Like Mario, when you get that mushroom, he do, 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 do. That's what we about to do today with this bag. So we're going to hit the dabby, and our bags, he about to go do, 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 do. Power up, power up, power up. But let's get on to this next game, though. Jay, I'll let you break it down for us. This OKC and Memphis game.
Yeah, I see one dude saying, I can't read your name, but he said that 3-point, he Sherigan, that 3-point shot was cool. That shit was not cool, bro. Whatsoever. I know it may be cool to you, but that shit was not cool to me whatsoever, man. But nah, some real shit. It's all good, man. We can't win every play. We gotta take some losses, man. But some real shit went cool to me though. But on to this OKC game, man. Me and Ski, it's like we know each other or something. We get on here and I'm like, Ski, what's your play, bro? I already know what you own, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I already know what you own. You know what I'm saying? And so we just going back at it a little bit, and you know what I'm saying? We gotta disagree, but I can't say technically we can both win. I can't say I got OKC the 5.5 on this game. The motherfucker was shooting up. I took this last night. I was loving this. This was love at first sight. You know what I'm saying? OKC been on a terrible slide, man. Then they finally got off of it. They beat Toronto in the home and home, man, which doesn't surprise me. I knew they were gonna be pissed. I know PG was gonna be pissed, have a chip on his shoulder. I want Kawhi every time. Every time he gets the ball, I want him. You know what I'm saying? You want to smirk at me? Okay, we finna go in here and get this dub on your floor. They have to start back rolling now. They have to get back into the winning mode for the playoffs. It don't matter who you're playing. Really, OKC, you just have to get back into the winning mode, man. They have to go off on the Grizzlies tonight. They just absolutely have to. I mean, you see this line going up. I don't care if Conley's in or not, man. They should just go absolutely take off on the Grizzlies tonight. I know the Grizzlies been beating some good teams. They beat Houston at the house. You know what I'm saying? They beat Orlando, whatever. How they beat the Jazz. They beat the Blazers. I just don't think tonight, man. They've lost 4 out of 5. It's just not tonight, man. I just don't think this is night. Even up to the 7, man. I just think OKC gonna come in here and bust their ass tonight. I didn't take the first quarter or the first half, but the way that I look at this game, they should come out firing from the first quarter and never look back, man. I know I always say that, but a lot of cases you see that when the team is on, they just on, man. So I mean, you're gonna be wishing that you had that -7. I just feel like full game -6, -7. OKC should come in here and handle business.
Yeah, I'm with you on it, Jay. Before man Ski give his breakdown of the game, and OKC is 9-1 versus Memphis, 4-6 ATS last 10. Go to OKC. Not tonight though, man. I think they get it right. I know Grizzlies are 7-3 ATS last 10 games, but no way in fuck this depleted ass team goes over here and beats OKC. I mean, look at this roster, man. I mean, no Bradley, no Noah, no Conley. They didn't have them 3 guys last week when they played other day when they played Orlando. And they went off on Orlando. This ain't that team right here. OKC is a team that I feel personally plays better away from home. I mean, their record at home is good and all, but they just play better as a team when they're away from Oklahoma, man. They play better. They have owned this Memphis team right here. This is going to be one of them games where this team goes in here and builds their confidence back up and kind of go on a little run for the next couple of games. This is that get-right slate. We all have that get-right slate on circled on your calendar for your teams or whatever, especially if you follow your own team. Your team doing the slump, you look at the map, the calendar, you're like, man, you know what? This is the game right here. We get back on track. This is that game. I'm pretty sure OKC feels the same way. Personally, deep inside, this is our game right here. We own this team right here. Look who's not playing in this game. Man, I want my man Jimmy in this spot, man. I already had him on the first half before I knew Jimmy was on him on the first half. And I took him first quarter after hearing my man Jimmy say something about the first quarter. And Jay, I got OKC already, man. I got him at the -6 over here, so it's at 7. I still think the -7 is still fine, man. I think OKC rolls here, man. 19, 18-point win for them. It's probably going to be up in a nice 20-point lead at some time in the game, but you know how teams fight back. But it should be way more than enough points for OKC to cover tonight here. And to tell you the truth, Ski, I'm hoping that you say you like the under over here in this spot. But I've noticed Memphis have been scoring a lot of points lately. But OKC could just be that perfect team right here, Ski, where they got under cashes for us tonight. What's your take on that?
Yeah, and I'll touch on that total real quick. I know Jimmy was talking about it earlier, and I kind of said the same thing, that Memphis hasn't really been playing defense lately. Last 5 game stats, defensive rating for Memphis, they're 28th, and they've went over 4 of their last 5 games. But, I mean, like you said, it could be a spot right here where it's lower scoring. We know OKC is a team that plays defense. OKC's went under about 10 of the last 15 games. As far as OKC on the road, they're 22-14-2 to the under. Memphis at home, they're 21-16 to the under. Pace, OKC 11th last 5 games. Memphis 20th. Offensive rating, like we said, I think both of you guys touched on it. OKC's offense was struggling. They've been struggling. Maybe it's a get right game here, but as far as the last 5 game stats, their offensive rating is last in the league. They're 30th. I don't see that many points. So yeah, I would have to look at an under game. I kind of hate that I said what I said to Jimmy earlier, but I mean it's true. Memphis hasn't been playing too much defense lately. But besides that, as far as the spread, I don't know, real. I got to challenge you on this one just because, like I said, Jay Money said, I came on the show, I said, I know what y'all on already. I know both of you guys like OKC today, and sure enough, y'all both like OKC. I think you overlook the Memphis team when they're at home. Like, I feel like whenever Memphis is at home, you should just look at that and say, okay, you got to just double check whatever you think off the top of your head about the Memphis team and just double check it because they're a different team at home, bro. 10-6 as a home dog. They're 7-3 against the spread. Their last 10, 5-0 against the spread. Last 5 is a home dog. So if you've been fading Memphis, every time you see Memphis, you've been losing. You got to take Memphis when they're at home. 5-1. Bubba, I think, brought this stat up. I wrote it down. These last 2 off the low back chat. 5-1 against the spread. Last 6 days on 1 day rest. 6-1 against the spread versus the West. Memphis has to be the play. I mean, I would like if Conley's playing. I don't really see him out yet. Is he officially out? I think without him or with him, 7 points may be too much for a team that just plays gritty at home. If you like in the under, you think it may be a closer game. You don't think OKC is going to blow them out and Memphis just can't put up any points.
Yeah,
So
Ski.
I
I can't
points.
say real quick. I did take the under in this game, but I got it way before it. You know what I'm saying? Moved so much, and that's why it's unfair to give it out. I got it at 218, and I wanted to take it. I'm looking at it last night, and it said 219.5. I'm like, damn, I want to take that under. And to be honest with you, I was so tanked up. I actually got to look and see, but I might have took it too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn, about 219.5. I think that's a bunch. I know the Grizzlies been scoring more. I know, you know what I'm saying? They're not the Grizzlies of old, but I just feel like in this spot, this is one of those games where it's more of a bet on for this other team. You know what I'm saying? Let alone the total. I feel like the OKC is just they're gonna come in this game so pissed, bro. I mean, I know they're pissed. They got PG back. You know what I'm saying? They're back in the flow. You just gotta win. You have to use it as a confidence builder. You gotta come in here. The Grizzlies don't have any real scores, bro. If they let the Grizzlies get over 100 points here, OKC should get bounced in the first round of playoffs, like some real shit. Tighten up on your D. The Grizzlies shouldn't even see 90 here. Shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Totally lock them down. This should be an easy 110-90 type of game. I don't want to say easy, but the way that I'm capping this, man, I'm telling you, I'm just in my fucking mode right now. I'm pissed at this shit. Pissed at my bookie. You finna fucking pay me. I took OKC last night 2 units. I hopped on it again this morning, man. This was my favorite game of the day, man. So what you got to say,
I need y'all to remove Kendra Joy from the chat. Kendra Joy is Chris Barr racist ass. The same comments Kendra Joy is saying in the chat right now is the same racist comments I get in my inbox from Chris Barr on a daily basis. The man changes his so many names, so many accounts, so much shit. I'm not 5'2", brother. You can pull up and you can see how tall I am. I invited you several times, bro. I was in Laughlin over this weekend. No show, Mr. Barr. Don't do that shit, man. You gotta go, bro. Y'all gotta go. SBR, you gotta go. I asked Zach to give me a call last week. It's been a whole week. Still ain't heard from Zach either, bro. Somebody said I look defeated. I am defeated in certain ways. Don't see no growth, and I'm not getting a phone call back from my boss. Pissing me off. But back to the captain, though, J Money.
Hey, real quick, Money. Conley is out. I just officially see he's ruled out 4:28 p.m. So if you like the under, you probably need to get it right now. Like right now.
Right, yeah. No, I was already on that under. You know what I'm saying? I still liked it at 216.5, but it's just a little fair that my money's on it at 219 and 218. But I still was liking the under. I mean, I just feel like this is an under game. I feel like the Grizzlies just won't come to here to play. I mean, I know they was on the back-to-back, but the fact that they lost to the Timberwolves, the way that they did, it wasn't even really like a close game. You know what I'm saying? The Timberwolves were a depleted team tonight. It even looked to me like the Timberwolves weren't trying to win that game. So the way that they lost that game at the house, like the way they've been playing, I don't know, bro. I just feel like OKC absolutely rolls. There's no disrespect to you, Ski, but this is just my favorite play of the day. I can't say I probably wouldn't even bet anything today if this game wasn't on there. This was got everything started. I loved it, and then it just went from there.
I hear you on that, man.
Oh,
And
y'all.
I'm looking.
Yeah, no, Conley out for sure. Bradley out for sure. With no Conley, man, that defense is gonna. I mean, they played solid defense against the Magic when they played the Magic, but the Magic offense really wasn't rolling early on either. The late in the game, you seen that, but no Conley and stuff, and no Noah out there. How the Grizzlies defense kind of played. They lost that game when they should have won that game. So, and also you gotta think, is Memphis really trying to win games right now with this team? It's kind of hard to tell if Memphis wants to win or if they don't want to win. I know they eliminated from the playoffs, but you really never know what effort you will get from Memphis. So I kind of see what Ski is saying there. About Memphis at home and how they play, but I'm just not a fan of Memphis right now, man. This is a bunch of players out here. Everybody's playing for a roster spot, playing to be on the team. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm looking at when I see the Memphis come out there and ball. I mean, they're playing with trying to make sure they got a roster spot type of shit. Is that the kind of vibe you get from them? So that's why they play so hungry right now. But they've been putting up points, and the fact that they put up points now is the fact that they have no defense.
Yeah, it's not like the other typical tanking teams. I mean, a lot of these players were traded over there. I know DeLon Wright's from over here. I mean, it's friend of a friend type. I mean, he's going to play for something. All these other players, I mean, it's not like they just don't want to play. They don't want to make a name for themselves. So they're going to continue to play hard. And is this a spot maybe OKC just thinks it's too easy? They go in here and don't put max effort. I mean, they played Toronto last game. They play Indiana next. Maybe they look at Memphis and just say, here goes Memphis. Let's go get this easy W. 1, 2, 3, easy win, and it's not so easy.
I don't think.
Yeah,
So
see, I
they
just
look
don't.
at it
I
as
just
an
don't feel
easy
like you
win.
can do
I
that
think
when
this is
you
a more
just
like
lost
a
four
get
straight. You know
right
what I'm saying?
spot for them right here. Like I said, they need this spot to get right and use this team to get right. I mean, and do what they have to do. They haven't been right the past couple of games. You watch how OKC played. Just like I said, Paul hasn't looked like himself, like he was still injured. Westbrook came back after that suspension, and he still didn't look like the Westbrook we saw. I think tonight West get his shot going, Schroeder gets that shit going, and Paul get it going. And Adams, man, who's gonna stop Adams down there, man? Adams should be able to control the paint for his OKC team. When you look at this lineup, I mean, that was the first thing I kind of looked at. What's Adams gonna do up here?
Adams is
Anybody
gonna
chime
eat,
in?
bro. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the only thing that I was saying was that they had just lost four straight. You know what I'm saying? They won their game versus. I feel like you don't have a look ahead game. You know what I'm saying? When you just went on that little 4-game skid, which wasn't pretty whatsoever. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You overcame that you know what I'm saying? Came over the hump, jumped the hump, whatever, and beat the Raptors. So now you got to keep it going. You got to beat a win streak. You got to beat the Grizzlies and go back to the house and beat the Pacers and the Nuggets, bro. And then I'll start looking at you like you might do some damage in the playoffs. You got Rusty West over there. You got PG. You got Steven Adams. Like Real say, I don't really see who's gonna stop him tonight. I mean, the way I'm looking at it, they just totally outmatched them. It didn't even matter that this is a home game for Grizzlies. The way that I'm looking at it, I like OKC here in the line, probably shooting up even more now, man. So I hope you guys hopped on it. But I mean, nothing is a guarantee. We saw players be announced out and then this shit go the other way. The team keep it close. So nothing is a guarantee. I just really hope they, you know what I'm saying, win by 6 points.
Well, that's good. That's my
I have
play.
a question
Okay,
for y'all. One last question
my
on
man
the
Jimmy the
game.
Bag, who joined the chat. What's up, Jimmy? I'm on first half. That was a must play, and I'm on the full game -6. It's at -7. I still like it. The total was at 216. I was kind of leaning towards the under right here. Jay said they already dropped 3 points from 219, so I think we probably missed out on the best line we could have got. I wouldn't be surprised if before tip it probably dropped another half a point, but especially when everybody find out that Conley's out, because he's out, but it still say GTD game time decision, and they'll announce that tip off. But this is the NBA, man, so you never know. That tip off, he may just feel like playing. Like, fuck it, I want to play against Western tonight, so I'll go play. So when teams out of playoffs right now, eliminated already from the playoffs, a lot of shit to them is kind of up to them if they want to play or not. Like last night, LeBron didn't have to play, but LeBron made the decision that he was going to play with his old ass, and he went out there and beat the Kings. This next game right here, though, bro. It's at Monday ladder with Real, love it, no doubt. Yeah, this next game though, Phoenix and Utah Jazz. You know what, Utah? I've been riding this little Utah train lately, man. I've been playing them though. I thought watch and see how they go, and they get on that little roll and they start going and coasting. But now they're back home after the little road trip they had too, you guys. I don't know if Utah care too much about beating this Suns team by 15 points. But no Kelly Oubre out there, no Josh Jackson. Even though Josh Jackson, I think he needs to be traded. This guy's his potential. I think he got to reach this ceiling right now. He's gonna be overseas soon. But no T.J. Warren or Tyler Johnson tonight. I really don't want to stand for this Utah team at home. I know 15 points is 15 points for a reason, especially what Utah's been doing to teams. I mean, they could go in there and smack this team at home by 30 points and be coasting the whole time. I kind of lean the Suns here, but I'm not playing this game at all, you guys. I'm not touching this shit whatsoever. Utah with 15 points, and this team has been a tough team to cap for me all year. I've been playing them recently and been cashing with them when they've been covering spreads, but I'm not hanging 15 from the jump with them.
Yeah, you're exactly right, bro. And it's crazy because this line looks so damn tight, bro. It's like, bro, I want to take the under. The only way I could look in this game is under. You know what I'm saying? It's a shitload of points. But I mean, obviously Jackson, I'm not a big fan of him at all. I feel like he's definitely one of the players that should have stayed in college, bro. You're not that nice where you can just go and one and done like that, bro. Look, you need to stay all 4 years. You see what I'm saying? Because you already were nice in college to me, bro. So don't stay there, develop, get. You know what I'm saying? It be all the way nice for you get to the NBA. Now you see, you reap what you sow, bro. So that's exactly why you don't see why he's reached his ceiling. Now the NBA players, they on his ass, or you're not getting those offensive buckets that easily. He doesn't play any defense whatsoever. You see what I'm saying? So they're probably better without him out the lineup. But he's still another player on an already depleted team that's out. So no Tyler Johnson. You just don't really have any scores for the Suns, and we know the Jazz play really good defense. I mean, I could see this being an easy blowout. The so many points do scare me as far as the side. The only way that I could look as the Jazz, there's no way I could even look towards taking the Suns. It's just I didn't want to eat that many points. You know what I'm saying? Even though I feel like that they just should come out here and just blow them out, they should. But first game coming off a little 4-game road trip, you know what I'm saying? They could just coast, take it easy on the Sun. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, look, hey cuz, like, go put the money on the on Phoenix tonight, bro. We're just gonna win by about 10 points. You know what I'm saying? You go put your about 5 bands on it. You get whatever. We're just gonna coast tonight. We're gonna win, but I know the spread. You know, I bet you this shit be happening. Not saying it's gonna happen this game. I'm just fucking with y'all. But on the total, I could only look towards the under, man. I just couldn't bet it because it looks just right. I could see it landing somewhere just around it. But in theory, the Suns shouldn't reach 90 points here. The way that I'm looking at this game, especially if you see them go 103 to 112 versus the Kings. If that game can stay under, bro, why the hell can't this one?
Your take on that, Ski? You've been on point with these totals, bro.
My bad, I had my microphone muted. But I think I would have to lean more towards the under game as well. Suns are an under team in general, and Utah is 19-16 to the under at home. Phoenix under 6 of their last 7. Utah under 6 of their last 8. As far as pace, last 5 games, they're 9th and 10th. So, I mean, I don't like that. But we know Utah plays defense. Phoenix, they're not going to play that much defense, but their offense is not that great. I kind of see Utah barely scraping out the cover here, like maybe like a 100 to 115 type of game, and it barely goes under. That's kind of how I feel about this game. I'm not too sure how much the Jazz get up. I feel like they've been burying teams though when they play these weaker teams. They're 15-8-1 versus 45% teams or less. They're 6-1 against the spread their last 7. If I'm making a play, it would be Utah or under here. Phoenix is 8-3 against the spread their last 11 though, and 5-2 when the spread is plus 13.5 to plus 16.5. But I still would lean Utah and under. One thing though, real, I was having a moment right here. I was low-key capping. I was thinking on this Memphis game in OKC. I think the last time we did a show, or maybe it was when you were on low bag, I think I heard you say when Westbrook shoots so many shots, I forgot how many shots it is. It was like 18 or something. They lose or they don't cover. And I heard you say earlier today that you see Westbrook going off or you see Westbrook killing. You think those two correlate?
Yeah. I think they correlate more so. I see Westbrook killing. Maybe he'll get his team more positioned to win. Like he'll set his team up to win. You know what I mean? But the ball should move a little bit better. With especially he did not go. Who's going to really stick Westbrook tonight? I mean, I expect him to get his baskets. But I don't expect him to get them 4 shots. And you know what I mean by Westbrook taking those 4 shots, we see it all the time. His 4 shots also leans to turnovers constantly when he makes them 4 shots. So if he's forcing shots, he's also turning the ball over at the same time. He's turning the ball over because his shot isn't falling, and he's trying to get him more shots because he wants his shot to fall. So Westbrook really sets himself up for failure lots of times. But in this spot, I just don't see how Memphis wins this game at all, bro, at all whatsoever. I don't know where their advantage is. I mean, look up and down the roster. I mean, if you want to say they have an advantage, would it be at the center? That's about it. Everything else on the lineup in the roster, where's their advantage come from? I don't see anything.
Okay, so how high do you see this line climbing? Because I'm looking at the line and I'm waiting on it. I'm thinking, when am I firing? Right now it's gotten up to 7.5. Is it going to get to 8?
Probably.
Yes.
Probably. It definitely will.
That's what I want. So I'm going to wait.
Yeah, Jay, what you say, Jay?
Bro. Ski, bro. Come on, man. Why don't you just come on here and hop on us? Why we can't have a consensus play today? You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. You just ride with us. It's OKC for the win. You know what I'm saying? Not to hate on your capping, but come on, man. Just ride with us, bro. This one, I don't think the numbers are going to point to this one, but I just feel like this the spot, bro. I'm telling you, man. Hey, nothing's guaranteed, but I just Ski, bro. Come on, ride with us one time, man. Come on, Ski. Just trust your guys one time.
Hey, I'll tell you this. If we agree on this last game, because I want to make one play today, and I was looking at that game or this last game. So if we agree on this last game, I probably may hold off for the Memphis game.
Let's do it then. This next game right here, man. But Ski, as a matter of fact, Ski, why don't you go into this next game, man? We only got another one after this. Why don't you break this one down for us?
All right. I'll look at the total real quick. Over 21 and 15 and 1 at home for the Blazers. Since the All-Star, Blazers ain't really been playing much defense at home, and they've been scoring too. So I'm just thinking, I mean, it's real simple. I just don't feel like when I watch this team, I see too much defense, and they score a lot of points at the same time. And in Brooklyn, the pace is second last 5 games. Defensive rating is 9th, but I mean, like I said, Portland hasn't been playing much defense. So if it's a faster game, I'm thinking we're going to see a lot of points here. That's the simple cap on the total. As far as the spread, Portland 6-4-1 when the spread is -8 to -5. They're 17 and 13 as a home fave. They are 3-5-1 against the spread their last 9, and 8-11-1 versus mediocre teams. And Brooklyn, they've been keeping it tight, right? Or, I mean, they had one let up, I think, but they're still playing in this playoff race. They're 4-2 against the spread their last 6. They're 17 and 14 as a road dog, 16 and 12 versus upper competition. I think the spread is kind of risky. I think it's going to be points. I think over will be the play here. What you guys think?
Before Jay responds, that's exactly my play on this game is the over. I took the over and I took Brooklyn plus the 6. I mean, Portland, the other day when I said Detroit should beat our team, Detroit should have won that game. I had Detroit money line and the +5. Now the +5, they came through a cover. I took the plus money, man, because I was just looking for some plus money value over here. But that CJ injury is starting to start affecting us, and I think it affects us tonight with the weapon power. We don't have the weapons, and we've seen this Nets team, man. When this Nets team get going offensively, they're quite hard to stop. They're very quite hard to stop. This Blazer team, man, is a foul trouble away or a player away from having a bad night to actually losing games. That's all it is, man. Foul trouble to pull us out the game if the right person gets in foul trouble. Tonight, man, Brooklyn's the type of team that can put you in foul trouble. They're going to keep attacking the line. And the Blazers don't guard the perimeter that well at home. You leave that perimeter open to this Nets team, man. Nets is going to be dropping threes. We know the Nets also take quarters off defensively at times. And the Blazers should get it going, man. So I'm definitely loving the over, especially being it's in Portland. I think at 223, what I got it at wasn't a bad line. I thought this line was going to be about 235, to be honest with you. When I see the 233, I mean, at 223, I definitely hopped on that before I even took the play on the Nets plus the 6 here. Jay Money, what's your take on that?
Man, I can't say, bro. I think the Nets may just run out of gas here. It's something I'm always looking for, a team on a long road trip. And they've won their last 2. I know D'Angelo Russell is balling, but I've been watching this team. I can't say this is the thing. Right now, Russell is feeling himself, obviously. It seems like no one can stop him, but if you have someone that can stop him or contain him, or you double team him off those pick and rolls, or if you stop him from shooting those threes and getting his face, if you can contain Russell or frustrate him, the Nets are like a totally different team. When we saw them go on those slides, that's when Russell was having those bad games. Obviously, he's the leader of the team. I can't say I like Russell right now as an all-star, as a somewhat on the way to being a superstar player, as the seeing his grit, you know what I'm saying, late in games, how he's taking over games, then being down and coming all the way back. That shit showed me something there, bro. But that shit takes a shitload of energy out of you. They've been away from the house for a little while. They've already played 5 games on this West Coast road trip. You know what I'm saying? And then this is the 6-1, and then they go and play Philly. I mean, this is terrible traveling, bro. Terrible. Which they're gonna have time. You know what I'm saying, between the Philly game. But as far as this one, the last one on the West Coast, bro, I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see them run all the way out of gas here. You know what I'm saying? After they just had a couple of nice wins. Obviously, one versus Kings. And then they go in there and beat, you know what I'm saying, the Lakers, which that game was a little bit closer than I thought, even though, you know what I'm saying, they cashed the spread and the money line. I still thought that they were just going to go in there and wax the Lakers. I mean, it wasn't that simple, and I just feel like this may be the game where it's a total letdown. It's the last one to me, you know what I'm saying, on the West Coast road trip, even though they have one more technically on the 7 game. They hadn't been to the house in a while. Me personally, I would have to fade, you know what I'm saying, the Nets here. I took the Blazers on the money line. It's just me, a personal bet. I feel like they're not going to lose this game. I don't know, you know what I'm saying, how much they're going to win by. 6 is getting up there. I could definitely see this being a close one, especially the way the Nets been playing. But if they come out here with a defensive game plan and shut down Russell, this game will go under, and the Blazers will comfortably. I feel like that without CJ right now, they still have to prove that they can win. You know what I'm saying? A few other type of ways. Someone else has to show up. Dame and Nurkic have to show up tonight. It's crazy to say, but I had to take the under in this game, especially seeing that I feel like that the Nets are going to run out of gas. I don't think they'll really be wanting to run up and down the court lately. And 8-2 is the under is 8-2 in the last Nets game, with them being on this long road trip. I feel like that the Blazers can play the team defense to hold down Russell in this spot. I like the under. I'm on the under at 223.5, and I had to take the Blazers money line. Now I had to lean to the Blazers -6 full game.
Yeah, I love the fact you guys boost up my team here and talk about the Blazers this and Blazers that. I mean, I love it. I'm seeing Nurk shows up. Somebody asked me, what do you say, Allen went over 8 rebounds. I got to look at that prop. I got to check it out. Yeah, Nurk might show up. But the Nets have bodies, man. And Jay, you said you on Blazers money line, bro. I'm definitely not hanging -250 on the money line with Portland. This is the one right here, man. I'm talking about spots on the card. We look at the card and maybe what could possibly be an upset. Are you guys talking about how Memphis could be an upset over OKC? And Memphis, this is what cracks me up about cappers. Not you guys in general, but I see a lot of people saying Memphis.
Not upset,
with all these bodies out.
Just cover.
Okay, yeah, well, cover. Yeah, that's what I mean. My bad, cover. No, I've heard people say Memphis is going to win the game today, Skiers. I'm saying not you guys, but people saying Memphis is going to win this game with all these bodies being out. Now, you got a Nets team who's not missing no bodies, but their line is a 6, and they can't cover against the Blazers here tonight? Jay?
Yeah, no, they can cover. Right there, I mean, if I was forced to make a play here, it may be the net. It could be a close game. I didn't take them, and I didn't take them straight up. You know what I'm saying? This is just something I got on the parlay where, you know what I'm saying, parlay with OKC money line and a college play, which I just kind of I like. I'm always doing parlays, but just being honest, I do have money on Portland to win this game. I do feel like that they will win. If the Nets go in here and win 3 straight games, I mean, I could definitely see it. I do feel like that Russell would have to go off, and the Blazers would have to have a bad game. So I could definitely see what you guys saying. If you like the Nets, it's correlated with the over. It's either Nets and over or Blazers under. The way you know what I'm saying, the way that I see this game. Obviously, I feel like those are correlated, and I just think that the Blazers will shut down Russell. I do feel like that the Nets will run out of gas as a team, and I still like the way that they can play defense. This might be a slower paced game. You got Napier going back over there, you know what I'm saying, to Portland. I know he's gonna want to show out, but I just feel like that the way that they've won these past 2 games in emphatic fashion, this is the total letdown spot, and the Blazers definitely want to show that they can win without CJ. I feel like they will lock down here, and at the house, I just feel like they get the job done here. That's just my personal take on this game.
And at that moment right there, I'm sorry, I gotta disagree with Jay Money, but you think it's Nets or over? I heard what Rel said about the Nets, and as much as they screwed me over lately, last time I took them, I mean, they're still in that playoff race. They care about this game. And Portland is minus CJ. They're 1-1-1 without CJ. Brooklyn team is healthy. Like Real said, they want to push the pace too. And Portland, I mean, if you're banking on under J Money, you're expecting them to play defense. And my breakdown was more so they haven't been playing defense at home, especially. I got the actual number. They're allowing 115 points per game. They've been scoring 119 points per game, but I'm taking over. That's going to be my play right there.
And that's
I'm taking over.
And that's what I've been saying, Steve, about the over real quick before you give your playoff. That's what I've been saying about this Blazers team. At home, I've been saying our magic number is 115 points at home. That's the Blazers' magic number. If we get to 115 before the next team gets to 115, we win those games. But majority of the time, the Blazers score over 115 points, they win the basketball game. The Blazers will get around that number today. So should the Nets. I'm looking at both of the teams in the one teams today, Ski.
Yep, I'm on it. I just locked it in right now at Bookmaker. 223.5 is what I got. So I'm going over the total on that one.
Yeah. Anything else you want to say about that, J Money?
Yeah, nothing else about this game. Like I say, I told you guys, you know what I'm saying, my main game today. This was a little bit of a later play for me. I wasn't liking it so much of the day. You know what I'm saying? I did take a shot on it. This is my game, more fade of the Nets, thinking they'll run out of gas. That's the reason why I'm leaning towards the under and towards, I'm on the under, and I'm leaning towards the Blazers. It's just total fade of the Nets. I think they run out of gas here. I don't see them getting too many. I don't see them getting over 105 points. I might look towards Nets team total here. The way that I'm looking at it, a long road trip, they're going to run out of gas here. So that's really the rest I had to say about this game.
Yeah, no, but you say long road trip. I mean, Jay, Ski can vouch for this too. Being on the West Coast, I don't know if you've been up to Seattle or not, Ski, or to Portland, but bro, all these flights around this little area, Jay, it's only an hour 45 minutes, 2 hours. From Vegas to Portland, a 2-hour flight. From LA to Portland, an hour 45 minutes, 2-hour flight. From Sacramento, they were just in California. One like they just flew from Dallas, Texas, up to Portland, Oregon. They were in Cali the whole way. I could hop in my car right now and I could be in Portland by this time tomorrow. You know what I mean? It's only up to even to drive there is 14 hours, 13 hours, 13 and a half if you drive like me to Portland. So it's not like it's on a long road trip, bro, whatsoever. It's not like they had to travel. They've been on the West in California and Oregon.
Yeah, real on the cool, bro. This not that big of a game for me, bro. I like the under and I like Portland. It's not that big of a deal. I understand if you like guys like the other side, but what I'm saying on a road trip, bro, they've been on the road 5 straight games. It doesn't matter flying or they could be going down the street. What I'm saying is they hadn't been to the house in a while. I'm pretty sure, but they're going to go to the house before they get to Philly. The way that I look at this, the last game of a long road trip, like I say, 6 game of a long road trip is something I'm always going to take. Obviously, when you go over there to the West, it's always going to be close proximity, bro. But I'm still going to fade that team in every spot. It could lose tonight. It's just something with my system that I'm going to take every time.
Hey, real quick, I'm just going I did make that play on the over. And I'm looking at the last 5 games. I've read a lot of last 5 game stats for the Thunder. I'm looking at the last 5 games. They played Toronto, Miami, Golden State, Indiana. And when I look at that, that's defense. So their offensive rating in the last 5 games is 30th. So you guys could be right. Maybe it's a good get right game right here. Maybe the team hasn't been playing defense. Like we said in the beginning, they're 28th last 5 games defensive rating, over 40 last 5 games for Memphis. So I'll stay off Memphis. We'll see how it plays out. I am rocking with that over though. Y'all is Real still here? I know he has something to say on that. It must be you and me, J Money.
Right. Oh no, it's all cool. Yeah. No, it's all cool. But yeah, I think that's wise, Key. To be honest with you, man, I like that. I like the OKC. I can't say lately. You know what I'm saying? Is when they announce that a player is out late, you'll see like some crazy shit. I just think that this ain't the game, and with Conley being out, it makes me like it even more. I knew that this line would move. That's why I hopped on it last night. I can't say you probably missed the best of the number. It's probably up to 7.5, 8 now. It's getting up there. In theory, there still should be a win, but I still feel like you know what I'm saying, missed the best of the number. Hopefully, it's no backdoor bullshit here, but I still like OKC to come out firing from the get go. And it's probably too late for me personally to hop on the first quarter, but I could probably still hop on maybe the first half. I still think that they come out firing. If they don't cover the first half, then I'll be kind of sort of bite my fingernails, you know what I'm saying? Because that means they'll be bullshitting in the game. So I think they won't come out bullshitting, and we'll be able to tell by that in the first half.
Yeah, Memphis also though is a number one first half team, especially at home. But again, I mean, you got to look at the players that's missing. Let me ask you real quick. I know Noah's out, and I'm looking at these two teams. I mean, rebounding last 5 games. Okay, she's 11th. Memphis is 19th. That's probably going to play a big part right there. So, okay, she should probably dominate the boards. That's what I'm looking at. And I'm looking at this line. I said we thinking it's still going to go up. It is still at 7.5. It's slowly getting more juice, but I don't know. It just seems a little tricky, and I can't put my money on it.
Yeah, I can definitely see it, man. It's some tricky games tonight, man. You know, just with that little 4 game slate, you know how it is, man. These numbers are tight, bro. They don't have a bunch of games to look at. It's like I was just saying that Phoenix and Utah was right there on it. You know what I'm saying? Just like you say, it seemed like it could end up right there on it, man. So these are four tricky games. You know what I'm saying? We can go ahead and wrap up the show, man. I know I did have the under on this Philly and Magic play. This was a late ad for me, man, and that's why I shouldn't be making late ads, because you see that I feel like that they're under. The game isn't over, but damn, they would have to miss a shitload of shots. You know what I'm saying, in the second half. So I had the under in that game. I'm on OKC a full game minus the 5.5. I still like it up to maybe 7. I mean, it's 7.5 now. I still like it, man. I did take the under in that game. I got it at 219. I'm in 218. No play on the Suns and Jazz game. And I took the under in the Nets and Blazers game. I got the under at 223. Somewhat of a controversial pick or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But it's just you know what I'm saying, with my personal money on, just a small shot. And I do lean towards the Blazers in that spot, but I could be wrong. What you got, Ski?
Yeah, I stayed off the Grizzlies, like I said, and I'm just rocking with one play today. You know, I'm not high volume. I got the over 223.5. Brooklyn at Portland. I think that would be a high scoring affair right there. And I see we got Jimmy in the chat real quick before we get out of here. My bad, Jimmy. I looked over this Memphis and OKC game again, and as we were talking on here, I was like, damn, I hate that I told him. Like, I mean, I've been back and forth with it with the total, but I feel like maybe it dropped, and I talked you off a play that you like, so I just hate doing that. But yeah, I'm getting out of here with the over 223.5. I'll see y'all again next Monday, back right here on Kings Court.
Right. And I'm J Money, man. Y'all know what's up. Y'all go follow me on Twitter at J Money is Money. It's Kings Court. Y'all come back and holler at us tomorrow, man. We out.